After some truly crazy and dangerous years in politics, there's something oddly comforting about a good old-fashioned policy debate. Today, President Joe Biden said he is considering some form of large-scale student debt forgiveness, a promise he campaigned on that many advocates have pressured him to keep. And a lot of Republicans are not happy about it. Senator Mitt Romney of Utah slammed the idea, calling it a bribe. He tweeted, quote, "Desperate polls call for desperate measures. Dems consider forgiving trillions in student loans. Other bribe suggestions? Forgive auto loans, forgive credit card debt, forgive mortgages, and put a wealth tax on the super rich to pay for it all." What could possibly go wrong? Romney started trending after posting that, with many people pointing out he may not be the best messenger on the issue, considering the quite privileged life he's led. For example, Romney's 5 sons, of course, certainly would not have needed to take out student loans, having a multimillionaire for a father. And, of course, neither did Mitt, the son of a very successful auto executive and former governor, although that has not stopped the Romneys from trying to make it sound like they have endured some tough times. In 1994, Mitt's wife, Ann Romney, gave an interview to the Boston Globe where she described their hard-scrabble college years. Quote, "You have to understand, I was raised in a lovely neighborhood, as was Mitt, and at BYU, we moved into a $62 a month basement apartment. I didn't have money to carpet the floor, but you can get remnant samples, so I glued them together. All different colors. Looked awful, but it was carpeting. Neither one of us had a job because Mitt had enough of an investment from stock that we could sell off a little at a time. The stock came from Mitt's father. Just practically Dickensian, just huddled there in the basement, the carpet samples, selling off the stock from his father." Here's the thing. Most people don't have stock sales from their dad, so they can sell off to survive. So clearly, look, there's a remarkable level of rich guy out of touchness on display here. I also think Mitt Romney's wrong on the merits, but this is a refreshing conversation. I mean, Mitt Romney's a conservative Republican. He doesn't want student debt to be forgiven. He's part of a policy debate going on right now. It's a really real issue that exists in the real world. It's not like he's out there claiming Hugo Chavez's ghost changed election totals in Maricopa County, or talking about which religion we should ban from entering the country, or riling up a moral panic about how critical race theory is infiltrating our schools and affecting our kids' minds. It's not an argument about whether we should have a liberal democracy in which people actually choose their own representatives, or if Donald Trump should just be declared MAGA chief for life. For years, our politics have been dominated by that kind of stuff. Conspiracy theories, gross, disgusting, demagogic invocations of culture war, bigotry, direct frontal assaults to a democracy. So for all his faults, I would take 50 Mitt Romneys in the Republican caucus, offering up infuriatingly out-of-touch takes on things like student debt forgiveness over the crop of people we currently have. And we will hash out that real substantive debate on student loan forgiveness next.